everyone. As I say every week, we're back again, introducing you to this wonderful rabbi. I hope you all had a wonderful Shavuot. The cheesecake was delicious. Everything was delicious, and we look forward to the next holiday, to the next Shabbat, to good health, to loving each other, being kind to each other. And here's the wonderful rabbi.
Hello everyone. First of all, I'm going to dedicate this Devar Torah to my good friend Alex Hernandez, wishing him refuah shlema. And the parasha of this week is Parashat Naso. And Naso contains a few episodes, but one of the most important, the happy one that we see there, is what we call Birkat Kohanim, the blessing of the priestly blessing. And I have commented once on the entire priestly blessing, but I would like to comment this time on the last portion of the blessing. The Torah begins by saying, Yevarechecha Hashem ve'yishmerecha, may the Lord bless you and guard you. Yair Hashem panav elecha v'chunecha, may the Lord shine his countenance panav elecha towards you and give you grace. And then the last one is Yair Hashem panav elecha, Yisa Hashem panav elecha, may he lift up his countenance towards you and grant you one of the greatest blessings, peace. Now we have to understand the term. Now peace, everybody loves peace, and it's something that is very desirable for all of us. But how do you get to that? What is the terminology that the Torah is using? Our rabbis gave us a hint as to how they explain the concept of peace. What is peace? And so they said in the Gemara Berachot, in 56, there, they said, there are all kinds of peace. Especially they point toward three types of peace. There is a peace, they said, of the river, of a nahar. And then there is a peace of a bird, tzipor. And then there is a piece of a vessel, of a Cadera, a pot, what they are telling us. Well, there is the piece of a river. When you think about it, it's something which represents unity, because every drop that there is water in the river, they are united. And when they are united, it represents something that is very desirable. To be able to achieve peace and to feel peace, there has to be unity of mind, unity of purpose. You have to have that in your mind, to unite with the other, and that's how it creates peace. But at the same time, there is a danger that if there is peace, and because of the unity that there is, where is the space in there? Sometimes it can be really overwhelming when there is such unity that there is not individuality and peace for a person. And so therefore, they tell us that there is another peace, which is the peace of the bird. Bird represent exactly not only the unity, individuality. The bird can fly away, can create that space between itself and other birds and so on. So really, what our rabbi is telling us that it's very important that there should be this space at the same time, and to honor the individuality and the space of other people. That's what we call when we talk about being united and together. There is always, you cannot undo the individuality of a person. So what happened here is that the Torah our Rabbi is telling us that the blessing that the Torah is conferring on the people of Israel, Yevarechecha Hashem v'yishmerecha, and we are talking Kote Baruchu et Bnei Israel, you're going to bless the children of Israel. Everybody has to be unity of purpose, but at the same time you have to have this space. As a sofer, as a scribe, in a Sefer Torah, if in the Sefer Torah, the letters, if they are attached to each other and joining, the word is pasul, the Sefer Torah, need to have a separation. But at the same time, if you separate the letters very wide to the point that you lose the form of the letter properly, then also it's no good. So there has to be that space and unity at the same time, so that every the individuality of every person should count. Now, when it comes as a community, to create that environment and that unity with the space in a community, it's important that each aspect of it is preserved and encouraged. Now, our rabbis say, the other piece, which is the piece of the Cadera, of the vessel, is the one that will put this together, because what is the vessel? A vessel is that if you have, for example, water, and you want to boil the water, you put it in a vessel and you boil it. What happens is, usually the water and fire cannot coexist at all. But once you put the water inside the vessel, well, not only it coexists, but there is a transformation. There is not that kind of unity. There is a unity that each one is bringing the positive aspect of it, and become, together. The water and the fire are in peace. They are cooperating together. That is also the blessing. He said, we as human beings, we are like that as well. We are like fire and like water. Many times we have our own opinion, our own ideas, and so on. And it could be very detrimental if these two unite. As a community, to be united and to feel the shalom, the peace. And then there has to be this cooperation between the two. And this is why it tells us that there is another type of peace, which is this peace like the Cadera, that what it does is unite and uniforms everything that is in there between those two antagonists, or those two that are opposite. They are coexisting and cooperating, even that. And this is how our rabbis so succinctly, they tell us in a beautiful way in the Gemara, in the Talmud, Oksin. And in the Gemara in Berachot also they said, if you dream of a Cadera, of a pot, he said, look forward to a peaceful life. And I suppose that is a reference to that, because it means that you are coexisting. Even those things that are opposing, they are going to be peaceful. And the other thing is, our rabbis tell us, En keli, and this is what he said, En keli machazik beracha, אלא לא מצא הקדוש ברוך הוא כלי מחזיק ברכה לישראל אלא השלום. God did not find a vessel greater to appreciate peace, only shalom, a vessel of peace. And that is the great thing that is in reference to that vessel that unite all those ideas and all those that might look opposing, but when there is unity, there is space, and there is at the same time in cooperation, that real peace. Shabbat Shalom.